what's up? How's it going? My name is Faern, and what you found here is my weekly energy report. What I do is each week I tap into what's going on with the collective and I deliver a little bit of a how to sort of thing. It is a guide to the phase that we're in or moving through. And it's not about predictions, it's about how to work with the energy that we're given. All right, just a moment. Be right back. Hey, what's up? How's it going? My name is Faern, and what you found here is my weekly energy report, and it is August 6th. It's a Thursday, and I just wanted to start off with saying that today feels really good as far as the energy that is new. It feels as though it's become workable, which means that it's not so new anymore. This is a sign of integration, which is, kind of cool because that to me gives some foreshadowing for the collective. What that says to me, I'm stumbling a little bit because the ideas are coming at me double, which is something that actually is a big part of what the whole month umbrella looks like. But as far as this week is concerned and where we are right now, the people that I pay attention to call this a go window. And to me, if you saw last week's report, this has to do with the big waves, right? The big waves that I mentioned, and how it's almost like we're a smaller wave, and sometimes they cross in one way and sometimes they don't cross and they flow. Do you get what I'm saying? If you looked at a sound wave or something like that and put two of them on top of each other, they're going to cross sometimes. Yeah, okay, that's what I'm getting at. So if you look at the collective energy as a whole, as the big wave, and you personally as a smaller wave in action, moving with the collective, there's a lot of times as a sensitive being where you just don't match up. And that is one of the reasons why I recorded my most recent podcast, so you can go ahead and check that out. But this is important to understand when we're in development. So right now we're in development. This is obvious to anybody with a beating heart at this point because the entire world is shifting. Thank goodness, right? But, being alive at this time is a little bit unique. But I mean, what time period isn't unique? It's just that we have come to a giant shift. This is monumental. And for the next week, where we are right now, okay, we just had the big full moon, right? Which is where I say there's a lot of prismatic energy. There's a lot of things being illuminated, and they're, for me personally, they came in tandem. Something that someone might call very good and something that someone might call very bad at the same time. So it becomes fairly obvious to me that I can't judge them in that way because that gives me no room to move. And that's the whole point. If we want to expand, we have to allow ourselves somewhere to expand. And in this next week, we're given the chance to see what that's like. So we're coming right into an introspective period. It's a longer phase, one of my longer phases that I like to talk about. And what introspective means to you, it might vary month to month, week to week, right? So see where you are right now. Right now, the next couple days, a really good time to take an assessment. And like I always say, don't judge the assessment. Look at it, see where you are, see what's going on. After a few days of this introspective time, we'll end up in what I like to call a transition day. Now, this is a very short phase. So, I mean, you don't necessarily have to work with it, but oftentimes this is one of those days where it's highly possible that you get to go, what the heck is happening, right? But I'm laughing because I feel like that's almost every single day at this point. But with the energy that we're given to work with, that's what I'm talking about. Transition day is Tuesday, where I am, and the day after might need extra rest. I say that, but I think all of our days need extra rest, which is why I'm struggling with time a lot right now. I just don't want to be on a kind of timeline, but the world acts on a timeline. So it's very interesting to be as sensitive as I am and know that the Earth's time frame and the ideas that us humans have as time are so different. And that is also one of the things that's being illuminated right now. At least for me. I don't know. If you've been having some time stuff, let me know. I want to know. Right after Transitions Day, we start this clearing phase, and it's a longer phase. By the time I come back, we'll probably have just started it, yeah. I hear the whole month is very clearing, right? But it's also extremely activating. I personally, as you could see, I'm very activated right now, and I'm working with that. I chose to do this report today versus tomorrow for a few reasons, and this activation is why. I feel as though I'm given a little extra to work with, which I want to be able to share. So that being said, when we do come into clearing, you're going to be given a lot of choices, and how do I put this? Similar to what was illuminated, the two opposites, yeah? You might switch your ideas quickly. I'm feeling that, and I know that Lee Harris said that in his report, which I think is fantastic, because I heard that and I was like, oh my God, yeah. Okay. We all have people we look to see, to get a sense of what's going on. To the untrained eye, it looks like confirmation, and that's fine. For me, it's more to see where the flow is, yeah, where the waves are. Mm-hmm. If I could recommend that you pay close attention to what is your comfort zone and how many things you choose that you're resonating with right now. If you happen to be energy sensitive, this is for you. Try not to choose the same one that you always choose. I mean it. That's not easy, especially now, because you're going to be given a lot of choices. Go with the unfamiliar. There's something I've been thinking about when it comes to what we resonate with as energy sensitive people. And it is very important. It comes up in a number of different spiritual zones, and I would like to share it with you now. If something highly resonates with you, it's possible in a previous lifetime, you already benefited from the beauty of that practice. This doesn't mean there's anything wrong with the practice. It just might mean that your high resonance, meaning the fact that it just fits so easily, is a sign that you can go deeper. And I stopped myself there because I'm using the word deeper, and it's not deeper, it's expansive, it's a bigger view. Something deeper inside of you might revolt, though. So figure that one out, and I look forward to what's going on now. I'm in an extremely high vibe mood right now, but I completely understand that none of this is easy. In the past week, I've gone through a lot of stuff, a lot of emotional turmoil. I've dealt with a lot of trauma that I didn't know I hadn't dealt with. And I addressed some issues that were extremely important to me that I feel like will come out soon in the greater collective. So I did that for myself, understanding that it didn't really make that much sense, but that it was important for me to do it. This is why resonance is nice, but you have your resonance, big, powerful you, yeah? And when you find something that just fits right on, like a feather on a wing, it might be a sign that you already have that feather. Beautiful as it is. Yeah? Yeah. Thank you for being here. Thank you for getting to the end. I will see you next week. Bye. If you enjoy these readings, I would love to invite you to check out my website. It's my name, Faern, Faern.me, and check out my shop, see my podcast there, and I have some other things, online yoga classes, and I'll be holding some workshops and things like that going forward. Check it out and let me know what you think. Thanks for being here. Bye.